Welcome my friends, Michelle here. I have a beautiful fall wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you another version of the witch hat wreath. This one is for fall and you're absolutely going to love it. Dollar Tree is just killing it this year with beautiful fall ribbon and fabrics. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on our fall wreath, you're going to need one of the tinsel witch hats that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. They just call it Decor. Now these arrive in stores when they get all of their Halloween signs in. To prepare this for our base, you need to remove the bow and the buckle and then remove all of the tinsel. They usually start right up here and then you just easily go back and forth all the way down until you remove everything off the base except for the hanger. You want to leave that. Now here around the top part of the hat, you need to go ahead and remove all of these little plastic nubs. They'll get in the way when we go to wrap our base. I just used my wire cutters. They work very well and come right off. I have all of the nubs off and I did remember to leave my hanger on my form. Now on my hats I like to stuff them. I have some packing bubble wrap here. I have 2 sheets that used to carry signs, so that would be 4 pieces. So I just lay it down on the bubble wrap and then roughly trace it out so I can cut it out. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use to add a little bit more girth to my top hat here. But before I do that, this is the material that we're going to use to cover the top part of the hat. I did get it from Dollar Tree out of the Crafter Square section. I thought this was so pretty. It has deer, mushrooms, acorns, some greenery, butterflies, little bunnies, all kinds of really pretty, and I love that dark blue background. Now 1 fat quarter from Dollar Tree is plenty of material. In fact, you can cover 2 hats with 1 piece of material from Dollar Tree. As you can see, that's plenty. You could cover a whole nother hat on the other side. Now to prep my material, I'm going to go ahead and iron it and remove all of the wrinkles. I have my piece of fabric ironed out, and like I said, this is big enough you can do cover 2, but I'm going to use part of it to cover the back of the wreath this time. So I have the wreath laying on here, my frame, and I have it facing up. And then I'm just going to trace out the top section here with my pen. And now I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut on the inside of the line I made. Okay, so I have my piece. This is what I'm going to use to cover the back once I'm done. Okay, so you can see my piece is going to be plenty big enough to cover the top portion. Now before I add my stuffing here, I'm going to attach part of my fabric. I'm going to attach it to one side here. Now my pattern has a right side. You want to make sure that it is facing in the correct direction. It wouldn't look very good if all of my pattern was upside down. So just keep that in mind if yours has a right side. Now to get the fabric attached, I'm just going to be hot gluing it right to the frame. Just do small sections at a time. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure to subscribe. And when the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And I do upload new content to my channel every week. Now when you get to where your hanger is, you need to snip a little hole and pull it through. Another good thing is to remove excess fabric as you work. You only need to leave like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Now let's get in our stuffing. Now this side that has the curve is more difficult to wrap than the other, and the hint that I'll give you that makes it much easier is when you get to the curve, take your scissors and cut in. Go down about 1 inch, cut in. Don't go past this point. You want to stop just before that. But do just a few cuts just in the fabric. That's what's going to make things a lot easier for you to wrap this side. Okay, as you can see, you got a nice smooth wrap all the way to the tip. Now before you add your backing, just make sure everything is glued down nicely. And just line it up and hot glue it down. As you work your way up, do a little bit on one side and then go and do a little bit on the other. If you try to do one side all the way up, you may end up over pulling and then not have enough on the opposite side to cover. I have my backing on. Make sure you don't glue in your hanger. You want to leave that out. So that looks nice and clean both from the front to the back. So this would be great if you have a glass door that you're going to be putting this on. This is a perfect wreath for that because this looks nice and clean. And then when you get the mesh on, you're not going to really notice the frame there from the back either. Okay, so let's get our ribbon ready to go onto our wreath form. These are the 2 ribbon that I've chosen for this. And as you can see, this one matches our fabric very well, and this accents it very well, that navy and white check. Both of these came out of the fall section, and they are 2.5 inches at 3 yards. You want to cut each ribbon into strips at 10 inches and dovetail both ends. I have all my ribbon cut. I was able to get about 11 pieces. I'm probably only going to need 10, but it's always nice to have an extra one. I also pulled out some orange mesh tubing and some brown mesh tubing that I had in my stash. I want to cut 9 pieces of each at 20 inches. I have all my mesh tubing prepared. Now I'm going to work on my mesh. I have 1 roll of the Poly Pro Mesh waterproof ribbon. This comes from Hobby Lobby. It's 5.5 inches by 10 yards. You will need 1 roll. We're going to cut the entire roll into strips at 7 inches. I have all my mesh cut into strips at 7 inches. We're going to be doing the curl method today, and we're going to be making 2 different bundles. This is our first bundle. It has 2 curls and then one of each piece of the mesh tubing. I think that's really pretty, and that's going to accent my other bundle really well. That also has 2 curls in it, and then one piece of each ribbon. I like that extra little bit of orange. It really makes the orange in the ribbon pop. So for our first bundle, you want to do 2 curls, and you just want to make sure that you don't do your curls too tight. You should roll about 4 times. If you do it too tight, your end is going to stick out, and then you're going to end up with a lot of fraying. Take your seam side and place it down. I'm going to be using my bow dabber today to help me. I like to use this machine when I make bundles. If you don't have a bow maker, you can always use a clip or just hold it in your hand if you have good hands. Just find the center, and then you're just going to make like a bow. Bring the ends to the center. Place that in. Do the same thing with the orange piece. Take a pipe cleaner that's cut in half, wrap that around, get it nice and snug, and give it a twist or 2. I like to pull everything down. This lets me know that I am in the middle. Everything is relatively even on both sides. Very pretty. For our second bundle, again, 2 curls. And then one of each ribbon. I always like to style my ribbon bundles a little bit before I put them onto my wreath. Kind of open up, give them a little bit of shape, make sure they're going to be able to sit the way that I want them to once they're attached. Just kind of open up, curl out the top. Very cute. Now to get these attached, we're going to be attaching everything to the center bar here. Now they do have crossbars, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. So we're going to be placing about 3 bundles per section. I'm going to start with this one, and I want this first bundle to be right on the edge there. On my hats, I like my corners nice and full. Okay, I'm going to trim my pipe cleaners a little bit. They're kind of long. And then I'm going to push those forward. And I'm just going to alternate between my 2 bundles. So I have it wrapped right around that bar, pull it together and give a good twist or 2. That is looking so pretty already, and that's just 3 bundles. Okay, I'm going to continue to add my bundles until I get the base filled. I have all of my bundles in, nice, thick and full. I love the ribbon and I love the mesh tubing with that neutral background. I think it looks fantastic, especially since that ribbon matches the fabric I used so well. Now again, here at the top on my fall wreath, as I did with my Halloween, I'm going to add a little something something. So I had one more piece of ribbon left that was about 12 inches, so I cut that in half, dovetailed the ends of all 4 pieces. And so I have one of each, and then I have a piece of each tubing, and then one more each of the ribbon. And this little guy I'm going to attach right here at the tip. Initially, I'm just going to wrap the pipe cleaners on here, and then I will go back and hot glue it on. Doesn't that look cute? I really like that. Now I do want to add a little something more to this. I picked this up from Dollar Tree. It had a little eyelet at the top, so it's like an ornament. I removed the sticker on the back. They have a couple different characters to choose from, but I really liked the fox and I liked the orange. I want to add a little bit more orange, and I think he's going to look adorable. I want to stick him in off to the side here, so he looks like he's nestled in at the top of the hat. Now to get this guy attached, I'm going to use a combination of Aleene's original tacky glue and some hot glue. Absolutely adorable. I love the fox. Now I also am going to add a couple mushrooms. Now these I actually picked up at Dollar Tree, and they came out of the fairy garden. So this one came out of a different package, and then this one. And I like that one's taller and one's shorter, so I want to put the taller one here, and then the shorter one next to it. So it's kind of like a little surprise when they walk up to your door. You won't be able to see it from a distance, but when you walk up to the door, you'll be able to see it. Again, I'm going to attach this with a combination of Aleene's original tacky glue and hot glue. And here you go. We are all done. I absolutely love the addition of the mushrooms and the little fox. That really draws your eye in, and all those beautiful colors throughout the rest of the wreath. How gorgeous. Nice and fluffy. So it took about 8 items from Dollar Tree and 1 roll of Deco mesh from Hobby Lobby. So this is a very budget-friendly fall wreath. Something a little different and unique to hang on your door to welcome the fall season. A beautiful fall harvest hat. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you decided to spend some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. If you're looking for more fall inspiration, you can click into my playlist right here. Have a great day, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.